Hey guys, Toby Morrison here, and
Hi guys, it's Raya.
so we're not really going to do a coaching video today because there's a lot of that out there at the moment. Myself and Raya put that out, but what I wanted to do today and what Raya is, wants to talk about today, because we've both kind of noticed this with the inner circle, in the circle group, and a lot of the people in the program, is that they're getting kind of disappointed. People are getting disappointed because they're seeing other people improve better than they are. And I think this is a natural process that we all go through, and certainly I have in my experience. And a lot of you people will probably look up to me and Raya in the sense and go, wow, like they did it, like why isn't this happening to me?
Yeah.
You can speak first. Like, Raya had chronic fatigue for 5 years, and like it wasn't an easy street, was it?
No, look, you all see Toby and I and where we are now, and that's because we absolutely flaunt it. We show you that we got over chronic fatigue because we're showing you that you can. But you haven't seen the relapses, and you haven't seen the setbacks that we went through, and you didn't see the bad days, and you're only seeing the good days, and you're only seeing the good sides. And that's exactly what the inner circle is the posting good things. Everyone's only really seeing the good things, which is great. That's the atmosphere that we're going for, but it's also putting you guys out there to compare yourselves to others, and that can put you in a bad sort of headspace.
Yeah, and I think I did a post on Facebook just before, you didn't say this, but I wrote, someone got out of bed today and it was a milestone. And you guys can all relate to that, and I certainly can with my life. And yeah, there were days, there were weeks, there were months, even years where life was a struggle and I didn't think I was ever going to get better. I actually filmed a video yesterday which I didn't post because it was a little bit too deep and a little bit left of centre. But what I spoke about was that for a period of time I didn't want to live. And it's true, because it's just so tough. It's tough on you, it's tough on your family, it's tough on your relationships and your friendships. I mean, what's the point if life sucks like this all the time, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was in that same headspace when it got really bad.
So I guess what we're trying to suggest to you, we don't often get the chance to do videos together, is from rather than a coach's point of view, but from a human perspective point of view. Stop comparing yourself to everyone else. Stop trying to be perfect every single day. I think for me, I kind of embraced my setbacks a bit.
Yeah, me too, and that's what I get our clients to do, is that every setback teaches you something different. You learn from every setback, and it shows you sometimes which way not to go, and sort of shows you where your body is now and what you need to learn. And I wouldn't have gotten over chronic fatigue if it weren't for the setbacks, because they taught me exactly what I needed to know at the time.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, guys, with the program as well, I mention it a lot, that you are going to have setbacks, you are going to have bad days, you are going to have bad weeks. So expect them. I had a client who started with me this morning, and Raya does one-on-one coaching with all her clients as well. And I tell my clients that symptoms are normal. Get used to them. Stop every time a symptom comes up, it's not a setback.
No, not at all.
And I think that's what people they feel like it is a setback because it's so severe, but that's just a part of it.
One of the things with recovering is that you get a taste of what the good days are like, so that when sometimes the symptoms get a little worse, you freak out, the anxiety's there, because you're like, oh no, am I going back to the start? But it's only because you have a taste of what it can really be, the good side of things. But symptoms are normal, setbacks are normal, ups and downs are normal, crappy sleeps are normal, bad days are normal. It's all exactly what you need to go through, and you learn from it, and it's how you grow, not only physically but mentally as well.
I'm just having flashbacks to my own sickness. I often don't think about my sickness because it's just, we're so busy helping people that we never think about how bad it is. We're always we don't have time. We don't have time because we're so bloody busy emailing and coaching, which is great. But the amount of times that I would try and get to sleep by 11 p.m. and it would take me till 4 a.m. to fall asleep, and I have to get up. The amount of times where I'd have gut problems, where I'd have diarrhea or constipation, and I you know, couldn't eat the right foods and I'd always feel sick and nauseated. The amount of times that every single day I'd wake up friggin' anxious and scared that I was going to die today because I felt so rubbish. Like, I almost embedded a crazy belief inside my head that this is a part of it and that I'm going to do my best to go through it, and that's all that really mattered. And you don't have to be crazy, you don't have to be super positive, you don't have to be, you know, 100% committed all the time. But I think if you can kind of expect that what you're going through is normal and then do the work to get through it, I think that's really important. And I also just want to add as well, is that until you take full responsibility for yourself, nothing's going to happen. Not in a good way. And I know that sounds harsh, but I say that as a human being because I've been on both sides, my friend. I've been on the side where I blamed everyone, I blamed every single doctor out there, I blamed every single coach, I blamed programs that I tried before because it didn't work. Well, it wasn't about it not working, it was about me not working with it. And I know there's a time and a place for certain things, especially with readiness and being ready to improve. It's all stages, and each stage is okay. Like, a stage of not being ready is normal.
But yeah, and what I'd like to mention with that is I applied for the program a year before I actually did it. So what a lot of people don't know is that I did the program and I obviously recovered, and you saw my journey. But what hardly anyone knows is that I actually applied for the program 12 months earlier.
That's true.
And Toby accepted and said that we could get started straight away.
Yeah.
And I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready. That's right. Yeah. You know, I think, and that's the other thing is, like, if you're not ready, that's okay, but don't make up excuses. Just take responsibility for that and own it.
Yeah, look, I could have gotten better earlier, and I wasn't ready, and I'm fully aware of that, and I will always take responsibility for myself. I'm in control of where my headspace is, and I'm in control of where I don't know, sort of how I react to things and how I look at things, and when I looked at the program, I still thought that I could do it all by myself. So when Toby offered me help, I wanted to be independent and I wanted to do it on my own because I thought I could. And it took me 12 months to realise that I might need help, and it's okay to get help.
That's true. But, like, more as a coach, like, what would your, you know, because you're seeing so many success stories, right?
Yeah.
But they've worked bloody hard to get there, right?
Yeah, look, the inner circle is just filled with all the good days. But where Toby and I are the ones who hear about the bad days. Because there are bad days.
It's true. Our job, you know, a lot of people don't realise. I mean, I even had a doctor say to me, you know, I don't know how you do the work you do because you know, you're a psychologist, you're a therapist, you're a physiotherapist, you're a friend, you're everything, and like, that's cool, and, like, you know, that's our responsibility. But yeah, like, you know, I mean, one of the things is that we do see a lot of the bad stuff on a day-to-day basis, and that's okay. It's just that you're only seeing the shiny stuff.
Yeah, and there's always going to be bad days, whether you're healthy or not.
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
going to be those bad days, and that's what I forgot, and that's what I'm relearning. There's going to be crappy days, and it's how you deal with it. So the inner circle we created is a positive space, and that's exactly what it is. You are seeing how everyone's going, and everyone's showing you what they're doing because they're so excited. And that's what Toby and I started out as. Toby, years and years ago, got so excited that because he recovered, that we want to show as many people as we can. And that's what you're seeing on the inner circle. But what you've got to remember is that we all started off in bed. We all started off with maybe a few minutes walk, some less than others, some more than others.
Yeah.
But we all started at our own rock bottom.
Yeah, exactly. And I also want to state that it took me friggin' 4 years of doing what you're learning now, 4 years by myself with no support, no help, no guidance. Okay, there was nothing out there. 4 years of hard determination and work. 4 years of hundreds of setbacks every second week. 4 years of being told it was not possible. Yeah? So, whilst I post positive stories and success stories every week on my Facebook pages and social media and emails, those people who I post about did the work. Oh, they did it because they're younger, or they got better because you know, life was easy for them, or they weren't that bad, or they didn't have glandular fever. it's completely not relative. What's relative is the person's individual work rate, effort, responsibility, and ownership of where they're at and where they want to be. So, you know what? And the thing is, recovery doesn't have to be full recovery. There's some people who want to just improve 5 or 10%. There's some people who want to make a full recovery. My suggestion is lower the expectation on yourself and just aim just to improve, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, exactly. And nobody says chronic fatigue was easy. There's not one person out there who said chronic fatigue is easy. And for some people, they don't want to go back to the person they were. And I know I don't want to be the person I was before I got chronic fatigue. But my goal was to get moving again. And whether I still had chronic fatigue, I just wanted to move. Whether it was half an hour walk. Like, there's different goals.
Yeah, and it's not about the chronic fatigue. It's just about getting a bit of quality life back in your life. Yeah. So guys, like, just take this as a message from two people, not as coaches today, because I think you know, we have our coaches hat on a lot, and I certainly do. I probably do too many videos for everyone, but you know, it's important just to realise that everyone is different. Everyone's journey takes a long time. It's, you know, just because I post a success story or Raya posts something positive doesn't mean it happened then and there. It happened over years and years of work.
But look, on that note, I think that everyone needs to find the positivity in their day and in their situation. So what I said to Toby the other day is, none of you would be in this program if you didn't think recovery was possible. So you've already taken that step that you want to better your health in some way, okay? And you all believe that you can do it, and sometimes a few of you have forgotten that along the way. But I think it's really important to remember that even if you just find positive in a bad day, it's better than before.
Yeah, it's true. And it's easy to forget that and stop believing. It's really easy to stop believing. And that's why I'm so stoked that Ray is now one of the coaches, because she's an amazing human being, and you know, like we're doing our best to help everyone, but help people who want the help. And so if you're struggling right now, and if you think that, you know, you need that support and you need that accountability, then reach out. It's here available for you guys. Yes, it costs money, but so does everything out there. It's very affordable for what you get. You know, and I wear my heart on my sleeve because I know that my parents spent thousands of dollars on shit that didn't work. Excuse my French. Yeah. So you know, if you need help, reach out. You know, email us or message us. You know, you can email at info@cfshelp.com and actually ask for help. It's there. It's whether or not you're willing to ask for it and do the work. You know, and it's scary. It's scary getting help. Yeah. You know, it's not nice. It's
admitting that you're sick, for one. It's admitting that you need help. And you have to admit where you are in that current situation, and that's scary.
So, any last words of wisdom? What did you say the other day about hard work? You know, and it does take time, and don't give up. And
what I was saying the other day is that you're all in here for a reason. You're all like-minded. You're all lovely, positive people. You try and find the good even though there is bad to be seen. And it's just about being positive and believing in yourself. A lot of you through chronic fatigue, and I know I did and I know Toby did, is that you lose your self-confidence. You forget who you are because you feel like you can't be that person. And it gets to a point where you don't feel like it can be done. But if you believe in yourself, you have your goals, and if you work towards it, if you put the hard work in and you put the effort in, then you'll get whatever results, whatever goals you want to get to, you'll get there. It's not easy. It's not easy.
It was the hardest thing in my life. Yeah. One of. I've had a few hard times of late, but one of the things is, on a personal level, was one of the hardest things I've had to go through.
And look, if it was easy, no one would have chronic fatigue anymore.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. But this is the thing in life. It's not just about chronic fatigue syndrome anymore. It's about everything in life. You know, there's successful singers and there's not so successful singers. There's people who make it on TV. There's people who don't make it on TV. There's football players who are best on ground. There's football players who are worst on ground. See, there's always an opposite. You guys are a part of the group that are moving forwards in the direction of their dreams. You're not a part of a support group that supports being sick. Okay? That's the difference, and that's why I'm really passionate about what I do.
It's easy to be negative as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy.
It's our default system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like playing a crap game. It's easy to play a crap game. It's harder to work hard and play a good game. So it's harder to be positive. But when you try and you put that effort in to be positive, that's when you really see a shift in everything.
Yeah. So one of the things that helped me was like being grateful early on, like really grateful for just being alive and having my arms and legs. And the second thing was just my belief that I was just going to get up every day and just do what I had to do to get better and just improve myself. If it was like 2% or 5%, that's all that mattered. And I was sick. Like, people don't realise this, but like, you know, I was 25 kilos lighter than I am now, which I already am skinny. I had no muscle strength whatsoever. I was sore through my legs the whole time. My anxiety was so high that I pretended I was fine all the time, even though I wasn't. You know, and there was times where I felt like I was going to go to hospital every second day. So, you know, it's not easy, but, you know, you're looking at two people who have overcome it and also giving back and showing you guys that it's possible too. So I think that's a really important message. Like, there's two physical human beings that you're looking at who are proof. In a non-fancy bullshit way, it's true. All right, there's no magic, you know. There's no magic dust coming on top of our heads right now. The stars didn't align. We just did the work, and you can too. And through the program and through the coaching, that's accessible to anyone who is willing to take that path.
And you've all made that step, that first step too. So it's just about keep going.
Yeah.
Just, even when it's hard, keep going.
Yeah. So guys, we'll wind this up, but I hope that helped. I hope that's very real and raw, and I hope that kind of gives you a bit of comfort in your own heart and in your own mind, because I'm sure a lot of you are just going, what's going on with me? I'm going backwards. It's not working. It's not working. This is the process of life, and it takes time, and you need to keep moving forwards in the right direction, no matter what the circumstances and situation is.
Yeah.
Full stop, you know. Guys, there's heaps of content out there. There's so many new videos on YouTube. Go to, if you type in CFS Health Recovery Stories, you'll see all the testimonials, and there's heaps of help on there. You know, we're doing extra videos every week. Jump in the program, do the work. If you're coaching with Rhea, then, you know, start doing what she starts telling you to do. And if you're not doing coaching and you want to do coaching, we'll email us, and info@cfshealth.com. You can work with me. Obviously, my time's a bit limited, so it's a lot harder to get in with me, but however, you can do sessions with Rhea on a fortnightly basis anywhere in the world. Yeah.
And I'm working with, it's amazing. I keep getting all these different accents.
Yeah.
It just makes my day. I'm talking to someone different from a different time.
Yeah.
And we've got different accents.
And it's and I do want to say, like, it is friggin' phenomenal to have, you know, all you guys in the program from all different countries, whether it's America, Hawaii, UK, Sweden, Switzerland, bloody wherever. I don't even know half these countries because I've never been there. I need to go travelling more. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of this group. You know, it means a lot to myself and Rhea. This is our lifetime kind of dedication, so it means a hell of a lot to us. And you know, we're helping you as much as possible.
Yeah, and one last note, I'm going to let the coaching side come out, but you all can do it. It's just about believing in yourself, remembering that you are as amazing as you always have been. Chronic fatigue hasn't made you any less amazing, and it hasn't stunted any of your personality, any of who you want to be. So it's just believing in yourself, having that confidence, because you've got the tools here, and you've got positive people around you. It's just about now believing in yourself, because we do, and knowing that you are amazing. Just, yeah.
Anything's possible.
Yeah.
CFS stands for Choice, Future, Success. On that note, goodbye.